lack of healthcare, wars, competition for food from predators such as rats, lack of education. Now, we have the stage 2, early expanding. Why the early expanding is being carried out? Let's see. Death rate is falling because, so less people is dying. Improve healthcare. We have more vaccines, so people is not dying. Improve hygiene, water for drinking boil. Improve sanitation. Improve food production and storage. Improve transport for food. Decrease infant mortality rates. The stage 3, late expanding, birth rate start to fall. Death rate continues to fall, so people is not being born, people is not dying, so population is rising. Why? Let's see. Family planning available, no more kids. Lower infant mortality rate. Increase mechanization, reduce need for workers. Increase standard of living, less money is available. Changing status of women. Women are working, women are being more independent now, so they don't want kids. And the last one, stage 4, low fluctuating, birth rate and death rate both low. Population steady, and this is in a steady state, it's not going to change. Do you remember the word steady? So it's being maintained. Typically USA, Sweden, Japan, and Britain. Now let's check the following slide. Now we're going to talk about the third term, TFR, okay? That is the total fertility rate. And the total fertility rate is the number of children an average woman has during her lifetime. For example, in my case, I just have 2 kids. That's it. But we are going to calculate the average depending on the country, because in other countries it's very different, like China and India, or maybe Ecuador, depending on that. So total fertility rate is the average number of children that would be born alive to a woman or group of women during her lifetime, if she were to pass through her childbearing years conforming to the age-specific fertility rates of a given year. So that means that a woman can have like fertility, we have like an age in which we are fertile, right? So that is the period of time in which we can have kids. For example, as you can see in this picture, we have the total fertility rate and the years. So how was in the previous year in 1950 through 1955? People from, example, let's take Europe, were having like 6.5 as fertility rate, maybe kids around that. And now everything has decreased. We are in 2020, so we have predictions here. And now we have a total fertility rate of 4.5, something like that. So as you can see, all the total fertility rates have decreased over time, and they're going to be maintained like that. So more people want less kids. Factors that affect fertility rates. We have urbanization, importance of children in workforce, cost of raising a child is very expensive to raise a child. Education, employment for women. If women have more employment, they're going to need more time for their own work, and they don't want more kids. Average age of marriage, availability for abortion, availability for birth control, religious beliefs, traditions, and culture. Everything influence how the factor of fertility rates. Okay, so we have that the fertility rates in Africa are controlled like these ones, and Africa is the continent with the highest fertility rate in this planet. Now we're talking about the same total fertility rates. Okay, infant mortality rate is about how little infants, remember, from 0 to 1 years, are dying around the world. So infant mortality rate, as you can see, this key or scale of colors, from 2 to 9 is the rate in countries like Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina. We have like the highest now data in some countries, and the highest mortality rate of little kids is in Africa, as you can see. This is the third activity that we are going to do. Using name example,